Hey my lovely Scorpios, welcome back my loyal subscribers, and if you're new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get all the different messages I post each month. This will be a love reading for Scorpio. So let's see what's happening with a Scorpio's love life, right? We have the Sun and the Six of Swords. Things will start to become much more clearer. Let's see what we have going on for you guys. Scorpio's love life. Seven of Pentacles. Tired of always waiting around. Tired of always being the one to put in and not get enough out. I feel like if you're in a relationship at the moment, you're feeling like you're giving too much and doing too much and you're not being given anything back here. I feel like you're tired of it. Honestly, I feel like you feel like, look, I've put in as much as I can. And I feel like in the beginning where you felt like you've invested too much, that maybe you couldn't let go, so you kept waiting. Now you might be giving up. You might be saying enough is enough. If you're single and you was waiting for an extra return, you may have said, you know what, I fed way too much energy into this. I want to just leave it now. I'm going to drop this. I'm going to put it down. We've seen the Six of Swords and the Sun. So it might be like getting clarity and moving on. Like, I've waited long enough. I've invested with nothing back and seen no return on this relationship. I've had enough. I'm dropping the ball here. I definitely feel like this could have been like either you're in a long-term relationship and it's not feeding your needs, or that you've waited a long time for somebody, because this is the seventh. It's like your seventh house here being activated. It's about something you've been dealing with in regards to love for a long time. The constellations right now really support the water element in your chart. It's extra energized at the moment, so it can be making you feel more sensitive about relationships, maybe even a little bit moody. Definitely your intuition will be sharpened. So yeah, you're either like, look, I'm putting this down. I'm not going to feed any more energy into it until something comes of it. Let's see, Scorpio, where this is going. You're tired of always being the one to give, and tired of waiting on people to get right and act right, and tired. You're dropping the ball here. You're like letting things go and just saying, que sera. It's funny, as I was meditating for this reading, I think, I could be wrong, but I think she's called like Phyllis Nelson or something, and I heard the song Move Closer. I'll look it up, but yeah, I was hearing that. So it's interesting that, you know, you seem to be giving up and I was hearing that song. The Hanged Man reversed is because you've been waiting here for somebody to either wake up or see how much that you was putting into them, and here we can see that they're still sleeping. They're still trying to go on with their life, how they were acting, and doing things their way, refusing to wake up and smell the roses here, see what's actually going on in this situation, that you're always the one giving. For some of you, this could have been a past experience, like, you know, if you're just single now, you could be questioning who's coming into my life and stuff, because it's like you waited for somebody to wake up, or if you was in a long-term relationship, you waited for them to realize how much you was giving to them, your time, your energy, everything here. But the Hangman's reversed. They still didn't get this wake-up call yet for some reason. I kind of feel like they would have to feel your absence, and even if they're not with you and you're single and you're still feeding your energy in their direction, thinking about them, you know, trying to manifest them, they won't miss your absence because they still feel your energy present here. So yeah, this is why they haven't woke up. Of course, we have free will. You can refuse. 5 of Wands. So this is like fighting it here. So I feel like people may not appreciate what you did for them, and it always has to come to a fight or an argument here, or disagreements. This is a love reading. I have already posted the general readings with career and families on the channel, so you can check them out. But I feel like other people will be challenging your ideas and challenging everything you do and say, and they just refuse to see how much you give to them. Somebody could have even had an argument with you, and you wanted to overcome it, because the 5 of Wands is obstacles that can be overcome, but they refused here, left you waiting and left you putting in, and they wasn't. Okay, you kind of have to bring yourself back down to earth here with this 7 of Pentacles reversed. You need to ground yourself, and it's like, okay, I'm telling myself the truth now. This person hasn't put energy into me. You know, they're not, it's like they're caught between the devil and the deep blue sea, you know, which way to turn. So I feel like if there was a conversation that could be had, you could have overcome any problems if they would have just woke up and speak to you. But I feel like they don't have the words to be dealing with you, so they just choose to not wake up. They refuse to face the situation or face you here. If you're in a relationship, they may just say, oh, I don't want to talk about it, you're always arguing, or they think you're making arguments out of little things when you're not. You know, it's kind of like you may have been ignored in a long-term relationship for quite some time and you're getting tired of it. The World. So this is other opportunities opening up to you. I guess that's why I was hearing the song Move Closer, because once we sort of let energy drop, then something can come to us, right? When we're not chasing something, it starts chasing us. So I feel like you've come either full circle, waiting for somebody, and you're like, enough is enough, or you might be about to end a long-term relationship. If you're single and you're looking for you know, a romantic partner and don't have anybody in mind, it's like you've had to face difficult things in your career or money here. So you've had to have other problems to sort out, and maybe even tried to negotiate things. And, you know, it's like, it felt like you was in a lose-lose situation here. So you're going to have to face these other issues that are in your life in order to open up the possibility for love, because right now your attention could be drawn to money, career, things like that. I feel like you could have possibly hurt people's feelings at work here and things like that, or maybe even about money. The Death card, yeah, there's going to have to be some changes in order for this love to come towards you. It may even be that, you know, once you've sorted out all these problems, another Scorpio comes towards you here. I definitely see some endings in your life of this letting go of the past here, or a current long-term relationship where somebody is not giving anything back to you, and even if you try and talk to them, they make it difficult for you. So you're putting an ending to even reaching out to people who aren't reaching out to you. It's good. This change is always good. I know it can be scary, but it's not scary for you, and it opens up these other possibilities here. I'm going to grab an oracle card here and just get some more information on this situation. A mature man. So you could be dealing with somebody older than you, or you could have been waiting for a person to mature and, you know, they wasn't acting their age, they was acting their shoe size. So I feel like you was waiting for them to wake up, and they're not going to do it until, well, it's what we call the emperor. They'll waste a lot of time to just mature, just to wake up, just to see what's right in front of their face. True love and passion. So you do love this person, but I feel like you just can't hold on anymore. Like, you've been holding on so tight here. And I do believe they have love for you, but it's just not serving you at the moment. And you need to serve yourself and look after other things in your life. The whole thing can't just be surrounded by this love. But I do believe like this person could have been the love of your life, and this is why it was so difficult to let go. With the Seven of Pentacles, you was holding on for a very long time. Even if you wasn't with them, you was waiting for them. And it's like you've give up waiting, but it's like they'll always be your true love, or there'll always be love between you both. I can see, you know, these two holding on to each other here. So it's not just that you loved them and they didn't love you. You could have even been, that could be somebody's question, you know, did they even love me after doing this and then they won't even talk to me? I feel like, yes, they did love you here. I feel like they're even holding on to you, but they just can't face you. I feel like this person may have hurt you, even sorry that they hurt you, but they can't face you here for some reason, and they can't mature up or stand up and do the right thing, it seems, without you bringing an end to it with that death card. And like I said, maybe even you know, letting them feel your absence. It may have been like you was trying to raise yourself spiritually on a certain vibration, and trying to bring them back into your life and do the right thing. But if they refuse to wake up, what can you do? You're putting energy into a dead end. You need to transform that energy, right, that you was feeding them. They need to let it, you need to let it go and feel their absence, so that they wake up and speak to you, no matter how difficult it is. With the 5 wands, they speak to you and be mature enough to you know, work things out, mature enough to stay and say, look, let me fight for you, not against you. Because I don't think you want to be fighting against somebody. You wanted a conversation, you wanted clarity, you wanted change, and they just refused it here. Point blank with the Hangman reverse. So it kind of left you stuck and waiting for change, and even the ending of a relationship, things like that. So I do get it, you know. You just wanted change. The love was true. 7 of Swords, but so was the cheating, right? The cheating was real too. And it's kind of left you with insecurities. We see with the 7s, this is like spiritual challenges. Again, related to the 7th house, which is long-term relationships. So I feel like it kind of did long-term damage, you know, for future relationships with you, for how you feel about yourself, having to rebuild yourself, and not just like in an egotistical way and moving straight on. I feel like you had to deal with this spiritual challenge, and you were stuck until you've had to work through it, and you've had to fight your way through it. And it may have even felt with that 5 of Wands like it was you against the world. We even have the World card, because usually in the 5 of Wands it's one person being attacked by everybody. So I do feel like it kind of felt like you against the world. And on top of that, you had other problems coming up that needed looking at and sorting out. So you've gone through this awakening yourself. But it's not enough just being awake, is it? We have to go through an awakening. We have to face the trauma, whether they're from childhood, whether they're from a current romantic relationship that we're in, or a previous one that you know, we're now separated from. We have to face it. We have to stand there and face this. So yeah, I definitely feel here, even short-term relationships would have become a problem for you, because it might be that even if you meet somebody else, there's still these issues from this previous relationship. You may have even felt like, I feel like I'm meant to be with that person, but they're not waking up, they're not doing their spiritual work. So even when I move on to somebody new, it ends up, you know, in a negative place. It ends up either ending, because the 5 is the 5th house, your short-term relationships, or it ends up with you even mothering people, because that's the feminine energy there. So, and for you guys, the feminine energy right now is coming more into balance. So previously you may have felt like quite emotional over the last few months and a struggle. Everybody is, so I don't want you guys to put yourself down so much. Everybody is. And like I say here, I can see you guys are trying to fight the world all alone and try to even maybe change the world all alone, with the Death card, that you're trying to bring this transformation, this spiritual awakening here. But it's like you're being challenged every step of the way. And it sort of started from this love, you know, and we have the 7 of Swords, so they could have cheated just out of passion, you know, lust. And I said, it seems like you're between the devil and the deep blue sea, so it's just like desire could have led them away to do something stupid. And now, you know, it's opened this Pandora's box, this can of worms here, which is been very difficult for you. The same 3 wanted to come out. Okay, 3 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. So we have 555, these major changes coming along in your life, but we see the 7s as well. So it's trying to bring this prosperity to you. Unfortunately, kind of feels like, you know, you're out in the cold and on your own here. Again, we could say this 3 next to the 2, next to the 7 of Swords is a third party situation, and you was the one who was abandoned, left out in the cold. You may have even tried to fight for your person, tried to talk to them and tried to convince them, look, what we've got is good, what we've got is true, and to no avail. It may have felt like you lost everything. It was a lose-lose situation here, and you lost everything. You could have even been like, every time Mercury comes around, they come back into your mind, so it stops you also from moving on into new relationships. You end up feeling back out in the cold instead of transcending this energy. And deep down inside, maybe all you really wanted was this union, was this happiness, this love to be given to you here. Could be even that you were married to this person or had children with this person with the 3 of Cups. They just was fighting you all the way. And again, the Swords are about talking and thoughts here. So like every which way you tried to approach this, it seemed like a loss. It seemed like you lost every which way. And this is why I feel like it kind of feels like you may have felt you lost everything when you lost this person. Because you tried to talk, you tried to be honourable, you tried to do the right thing, you tried to stand up for yourself. You tried everything here. And it may even be that they chose the third party and left you out in the cold. And so, here, let me get some of these oracle cards here and pull an angel answers card for you guys, and, you know, see if we can get an answer here on this. Communicate clearly and recovery that you went into here. You just wanted to communicate, and they took it as you fighting them, you arguing them, you know, and they didn't want to deal with it. They sort of chickened out and walked away. Success, you will have victory over this situation in the end, even though, you know, it felt like this lose-lose situation. And this forgiveness card here, learning to forgive them and forgive yourself as easily as you would have forgive them for cheating. Because I believe you would have. It's like in your heart of hearts, you just wanted them back and you wanted them to come back. That could have even changed with the death card there. So you may have changed your mind from wanting them back right now and you have success. But you need to learn to forgive yourself, because you could be ending up beating up yourself here, even with words. So I do want my Scorpios to be kind to themselves and not be saying, I'm stupid, I did this, I trusted them. You did what we're meant to do in a relationship, right? You know, when we love deep and we love dark. And yeah, you did what you was meant to do. And of course, we'll have some cross-watchers that say, no, it's the Scorpio that did it to me. Well, then the message would be for you. And some it won't, it won't register with. So it won't resonate with you. So just let it go. Maybe try cross-watching your moon or rising sign here. I feel this person, like I said, when I felt this passion card here, when I was holding on to it, I felt like they were sorry. They were sorry for what they did, stepping out. And I do believe that at that time you would have forgive them, but they let so much time pass without speaking to you. It really sort of sent you inwards, which is a good thing as well. We're supposed to heal from within, and it's triggering other traumas within you about you being left out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles, because this keeps coming to the surface, this Five of Pentacles. So it could be abandonment issues from friends and things like that, and family. But as well as, how easy you forgive other people, Scorpio, because Scorpios really do. Sometimes they could hold on to a grudge forever, but I mean, you'd have to do something really bad to them. But when a Scorpio loves you, they love you forever. And this is that true love here. But the person is sorry, they just haven't said it, and it took a certain amount of time to say it, which again in itself is not really helpful, is it? It's not really and Scorpios, I feel like you should forgive people when, especially in this sort of scenario, when they ask for it. I don't mean hold on to it and hold on to hatred. I mean, let it go. Like you're doing up here with the Seven of Pentacles, let it go. And then, of course, you want to be able to forgive yourself and start that self-healing and that self-love. And then when they come forward, because I feel like even with this Five of Swords, you may have even said to them, I forgive you. And you got nothing from them. It's like they left you out in the cold. They either didn't answer your texts, and then you've ended up cheating yourself here with the Seven of Swords. It's made you more feel down and emotional, and it's you didn't have to go so deep and dive, but we're Scorpios, right? We do this. We do that deep diving into our soul and that death card, and can even end up self-sabotaging too much. Nine of Swords, yeah. So then this is what you did. You dived into yourself, because the 9 is related to the Hermit, but you was beating yourself up with thoughts, with words, with overthinking, causing yourself anxiety. Like I was saying, not sleeping here, being able to even probably not eating. But I feel like it was kind of a situation where you was like, well, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have sent that message. Now, I let myself down. I should have known better. I should have known they was cheating. My intuition was telling me I didn't listen. I seen all the signs. I ignored them. All these swords and things and thoughts that are going through your head, it's not necessary to beat yourself up here. Like, you're supposed to use the Hermit, go into yourself, look what's triggering you about these abandonment issues, look what's triggering you, where does it come from? Because, a lot of things can trigger you, like that you might see in everyday life, and you're asking yourself here, you know, why do I feel this way? You need to ask yourself these questions rather than beating yourself up. So I feel like at this stage, forgive yourself. You're not to blame. So forgive yourself here. Learn to love yourself and care for yourself. That's what we're supposed to do in hermit mode. The Akashic Library. So it's looking for answers here. This is why you're asking yourself these questions, and, you know, even speaking out loud here, you're trying to ask yourself and look for the answers within. It's good. And it's saying, the Akashic Library is saying you have the answers, okay? You have access to all this knowledge in the universe. And I said your intuition coming out of Scorpio season would have been extremely high and on point. Okay, I feel like there's enough mutable energy for you right now to be kinder to yourself, a bit more well balanced, accept change when necessary. Okay, and not to project onto other people and what you're going through. Stay with that feeling, but, you know, tell yourself, I forgive myself. I just want to understand myself here. I want to understand the lesson. I do believe you see things these days as for more of what they are, like for more of a lesson. So you may have not fully overcome this lesson and this true love. I feel like you'll always love them, but I feel you understand more that, okay, if I'm going through this tough situation with work, it's a lesson. It's for me to wake up and understand that this isn't right for me. This isn't working for me. Take a new direction. Things like that. And that's another 2 there. Number 2 can be related if it's in your houses. We can say it's related to money. 6 of Scrolls and the Sands of Time. So yeah, this is also, your 6th house is also about service to humanity, healing, your health and things like that, focusing on things like that. Maybe even feeling like you're running out of time, Scorpio, that, you know what, I need to get moving with my life. And I'm, you know, up here with the 7 of Pentacles, like I'm tired of, you know, giving so much of myself, and I'm wasting time and I'm wasting my life. I mean, what sort of time do I have left to be wasting this much on somebody who isn't feeding my energy? This is kind of where you want to be. And like I said, forgiving yourself for, you know, not seeing or not listening to the red flags. It's okay. The Akashic field. So this is Ascension. This is like the Ace of Swords. You have this breakthrough because of this, with this knowledge that's within you. And within the universe that we all have access to. Trusting your intuition will give you that truth and that clarity that you need to break through here. Speak your truth. It's about being honest here and open, so that this conversation, somebody may want to talk to you now and ask for forgiveness, with that being the Ace of Swords. But like I said, don't do the work for them. The King of Keys, yeah, this is somebody returning to their castle. The Queen is usually, she's over there in these cards. So this is somebody returning after a long journey. This person looks pretty proud of themselves. So, you know, they'll only return when they're a king and when they've woke up and had this ascension here. You'll only allow a new person to come towards you here when we finally let go and break through of all of this and open other possibilities. Okay, that's the divine is saying, look, I want to open possibilities to you. It's up to you. And you're reacting to the energy by just putting into other people who aren't serving you. And this could even be, you know, it could have been sparked by a romantic thing, but it made you shake up your whole life in the sense that I ain't giving to my friends anymore if they're not giving to me. I'm not giving to this anymore. I'm not giving to my job anymore if it's not feeding me, my soul. Because it's just not the energy you want to be in now, guys, you know? You've had enough. You could even be looking for a mature man or a mature man coming towards you in a relationship after you've dealt with these other issues, of course. Good luck, guys.